how to work with competitors and then overtake them. Okay, I'm here to talk to you guys about something that is a strategy that I'm currently implementing. It's something that I'm learning about. It's something that I've seen a lot of different companies use, and it's very, very powerful. Okay, especially if you are new to a market space or you are one of the smallest people in your market as far as competitors go. Now, the key term here is work with your competitors. This is a huge thing. A lot of people think competitors are your enemies. You shouldn't work with them. They're like, just don't touch them. Like you're rah. But here's the thing. Okay, that was completely off. But basically, when you're working with your competitors, it's about having a mutual agreement on something. It's about having where you're providing them a value and they're providing value back. Now, a good example where I can be able to provide you an example of this is basically Amazon and Toys R Us. Okay, in the beginning, okay, a long time ago, Amazon and Toys R Us decided to partner up together for Amazon to sell Toys R Us to sell their toys on Amazon, right? It made sense. Like, oh, you guys are doing e-commerce. Okay, sure, your competitors are there. You're also selling products. You see what I'm trying to say here? And now years later, what Amazon ended up doing is now they're one of the largest toy sellers, okay, in the commerce world. And now Toys R Us is kind of going under, and basically I think it actually did declare bankruptcy. And what I'm trying to say here is this: Amazon at that point was actually smaller. It wasn't as big. Amazon started off smaller. Toys R Us was already established. Its brand was already out there. They're already known for toys. And now Amazon, if you want to buy a toy for your kid, you probably will go on Amazon, okay? So when it comes to working with your competitors, as I mentioned, it's having that mutual agreement on something. But when you're going in, you have to have a long-term vision. You cannot just say, let's just start working together, but you have no long-term vision. Your long-term vision should be you overtaking your competitor. Remember, the video title of this is saying that, hey, how to work with your competitors and then overtake them. Because here's the thing, when you work with your competitors, you end up creating a mutual relationship. But the biggest thing that you want to do is your strategy long-term should be where your competitor will depend on you more than you depend on them. That is where you have leverage. Okay, that's where you have leverage to be able to overtake them. The same thing with Amazon. They ended up having more leverage about selling toys. They're like, if Toys R Us say like, oh, we're cutting off our deal, which I think they did, Amazon was like, yeah, sure, you do that, but people are still gonna look for toys on our website. You already made them go to our website to get toys online, so you have no leverage anymore. Now, the other thing you want to do is not always have to make it all slashy and negative. You can always be able to work with your competitors and end up having a mutual relationship where you end up overtaking them, right? And which is a more of a peaceful route. And what I mean by that is this. I'm going to give you guys an example of what I'm currently trying to implement. So I entered in the financial market with one of my products. Okay, I'm currently keeping it low key until we're at the point where we can talk about it publicly, but I'll give you the story about it. And basically, I was new to the market. I really didn't have a lot of customer base. I needed some support on people who were going to be able to provide analysis in the financial market. And I had competitors who were already in the market. They already been doing their thing for years, and they already had a strong user base, customer base. And I was like, hey, what if I paid you monthly for your services that you already are providing, and I'm not going to touch your market space. I'm going to market through a different medium. And they were like, okay, yeah, perfect, cool. We made our contract and we closed the deal. Now, the thing that's now happening is basically we've been working for over the last year, and we've started getting so much traction that now their large percent of their cash flow is depending on us. They're now depending on us to help them pay their bills. Now you see what's happening here? The key word is depending on us. Okay, we also depend on them, but now it's gone to the point where if they end up choosing, should they keep running their end of the commerce or should they partner up with our commerce, they'll probably end up partnering up with us long term. And this morning, I spoke with one of the partners and I told him like, hey, like, why don't we end up merging things together? We are already doing things great. You already love how our partnership is going. And we told them like, okay, look, if we double the sales you do monthly, let's just acquire you into our own partnership here in our own commerce. And they were like, yeah, we'll do that. So basically what ended up happening was that I joined the market. This individual was already outselling us in the market. They had a larger market share and stuff like that. And now we've gone to the point where we've become good friends. We partner up partner up with a competitor, by the way. And now it's gone to a point where we have a mutual relationship. And I even told him like, hey, we now can be able to end up getting to a point where we just merge together. And now that's where we overtake the competitor. And in this case, compared to the Amazon one was basically Amazon just completely destroyed Toys R Us. And this one is more of where we're like, hey, let's partner together. We can survive together long term. It's more of a happy ending story. Okay, happy ending for Amazon. Now, of course, sometimes when it comes to business, you got to choose the route Amazon did. I have nothing against that because business is war, baby. If you come to business, you better get ready to fight. Okay, so I'm not trying to take shots at what Amazon did. I actually love how they did it. And Toys R Us should have seen the vision and done something better. That's why you got to think about it ahead of the time, right? Anyway, so basically that's what I got for you guys on this video. Basically trying to tell you that, hey, look, you can still work with your competitors, and especially when you're a young dude, you're just entering the market, it's very important for you to stand on the shoulders of giants. Don't try and fight giants when they're bigger than you. You want to make sure you're at the size where you can fight with them or partner with them and conquer the market even more. All right? Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you on another episode of Entrepreneurial 100. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something new, and see you later. Peace to the out.